Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. My name is Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramph.
And that was Asaph Adonai on piano. Thank you, Asaph.
My
what
pleasure.
song was that?
That is a delightful song from the theme from a television show called Family Affair.
Family Affair. Well, now it's a Wake Up Missoula affair.
Yes, it's a Wake Up Missoula
on
affair.
Channel 189.
Channel 189. But of course, I'm frustrated about the weather, but I'm also happy because people don't like this kind of weather.
Yeah, it's perfect for studying.
It's perfect for being a sadist too, and it is currently fair. 41 degrees outside, but of course there's a 40% chance of showers and a high of 55 degrees.
Oh.
And we're not going to be much higher than that throughout the week, because if we take a look, it is tonight we're going to have 70 to a 40% chance of showers. Then Tuesday's going to be 50%. Tuesday night's going to be 30%. Wednesday 40%. So it's going to be pretty much overcast throughout the week, and your warmest temperatures might be in the low 60s, but you can expect your lows to be in the mid to high 30s. So it's not going to freeze. So we're good. It's just going to rain.
We basically had a taste of summer, and now we're back to it's actually spring. Just kidding.
Yeah, we had a taste of summer. It's definitely spring now. And
yes.
Hopefully it'll rain a little more for sure, because we're definitely going to need a lot of this precipitation that's in the air for our upcoming fire season, which is indefinite.
Yes, of course. It's going to happen regardless of what other moisture we get throughout the year.
I had a weird dream the other night that I was in a zombie apocalypse. And I was thinking to myself, wait a minute. If I'm going to be here in Missoula, I just know that there's going to be some kind of thunderstorm and forest fire. And if there's nobody here to stop the forest fire, then everything's going to be all, flamed up.
Yeah.
So it's Missoula would probably be the worst place to be.
In a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe for the first little while. And then, I don't know.
It'll burn out. I know. I'm very curious, too. Because sometimes fires,
you see how bad they get, and we can't really stop them. We're just gonna kind of prevent them from going further.
But if there's no one to prevent them, the whole town burns down.
Yeah.
And we all become zombies.
Yes. Fire zombies.
Oh wow,
yeah.
Cool.
Some flaming zombies.
Flaming zombies.
But that's just that. But more on us.
That's either there nor there.
Nor here, nor there.
Here nor there.
Nor there, nor
there
here.
Or here.
Or somewhere
there.
else, or especially Butte.
Downstairs.
You can also find out more information about the weather by logging on to the National Weather Service.gov, and also to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can log on to our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice, we made you write it out twice. You can like us on our Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter at Wake Up Missoula.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter at MCAT-TV Missoula. You can like us on Facebook, and to find out more information about us, check us out on MCAT.org.
Yes, which brings me to my next topic, which is a little bit about local government. And tonight, during the city council meeting, they're going to be talking about updating the cell phone ordinance, or as I like to call it, refinancing all the money from all the suckers who didn't know that they can get away with being on their phones just by saying, hey, I was using music. You can't prove that, and so on and so forth. But this is basically what the ordinance reads. This is the background. Ambiguities in the existing ordinance have led to difficulty in prosecuting violators. The revision offers clarification and will make enforcement easier. Additionally, in 2012, ordinance earmarked 50% of fine revenue for ordinance education. So educating your children about the dangers of a cell phone and texting while driving.
Yes.
Rather than earmark the funding through ordinance, these changes would allow for the allocation of funding through the budget process. So what they did before is that they used the different types of money, and now since they're already getting a good amount of money from giving people tickets for being on their cell phone, they're able to pay for it itself.
Nice.
So by talking on your cell phone, you're initially saving people's lives from talking on their cell phone. Just so you know.
Way to go.
Way to go. And you can find out this information by logging on to the City of Missoula's website, ci.missoula.mt.us. Just think of City, Missoula, Montana, United States, and of course, you can always go to the Google the Yahoo Ask Jeeves, which is now Ask, or Dogpile. Remember dogpile.com?
No, I never went on there.
It was hilarious. People went on there. It was like dogpile.com, which is like Google.
Yeah.
It was like one of the 3 or 4 search engines, which were like, oh my god, because it was like Yahoo, Ask Jeeves, and then of course Dogpile.
Yeah.
And like of course every boy in my high school was like, oh, we're gonna go to Dogpile.
That's
and
weird.
they went to Dogpile.
I never knew that. I guess I'm not a boy in high school.
Well, you know, it's Dogpile. It's like, hello.
Hello, I love dogs.
That and MySpace and
MySpace for sure.
MySpace.
All about it. I used MySpace for like a long time. I used MySpace when I was
used it for a while, too.
17, 18.
I didn't even have Facebook until I was probably a junior in college.
Yeah.
It took me a while to actually get into it, and like everyone was talking about Facebook, and it was like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. Then I got on Facebook and I accumulated friends and photos and
plus, about me.
And then plus.
What else did you accumulate?
The people I kind of know.
Yeah.
Who just add to me and just like, I don't know you. And then now I just don't add anyone I don't know. I'm just you literally have to do it, because if you add someone you don't know and it's like, this person seems nice, then they just send you spam.
Yeah.
It's like they're like fake people.
Or they're
like send you
robots.
spam.
Yeah. Or else if you don't know them or you don't have any friend request or any mutual friends or anything, it's just like, what?
And sometimes
what
when you
want?
do have mutual
what do you
friends,
want?
I like they had like 4 or 5 of my mutual friends.
Yeah,
I
and
added
you still
them,
don't know them.
and it was like, buy some sunglasses today at this website. I'm like, no.
Weird.
Delete, block, done.
Even people that I do know that I used to go to high school with, but I wasn't like really that good of friends with.
Did they send you the
yeah.
weird sunglasses?
No,
posts?
they just tried to send me friend requests, and I say no.
Oh, that's even
so
worse.
So bad. I know.
They're like,
I don't know.
Strangers you know better, but people that you think you know back in the past are just like, why are you talking to me now?
Yeah.
It's even worse.
I don't know.
It's like the people you don't know, and then people that you went to high school with.
Facebook is weird.
And
Facebook is weird.
People that you meet at the bars or something.
If you really think about social media, it's just very strange. Did you ever hear about people being MySpace famous?
No.
Back in the day? Yeah. So there would be people that would be like, have a lot of friends and followers on MySpace, and then they would just like drive around to different towns and meet all these people and hang out with them.
Oh yeah, because didn't they have like a video posting? Because MySpace was definitely the Linux of the social media, because you can go online,
like music.
You can search for templates for your webpage and have all these really kooky designs.
Yeah, and then you could do music on there and like all this cool stuff. I just did all the cool stuff.
Then they reformatted MySpace, so it was like and then they had like the empty space instead of
really
space.
That's hilarious.
They rebranded themselves probably about like 3 or 4 years ago, and then it's still it's all about like,
I get on there sometimes.
You gotta keep on it. Like the guy who did Facebook, if you watch the movie, he literally had no life.
Yeah.
But updating Facebook and making it easier for people to use, and he has a whole team under him to do all that stuff, and he probably even does it himself when he gets bored.
That's true. Yeah. This is a nice conversation about MySpace and Facebook. Yes. All right, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed getting to know our Facebook and MySpace habits better.
Yeah. And trends that have died and
trends that have
kind of
died,
kept going on. And also, like, remember when YouTube had the whole copyright issues?
Oh yeah.
And like they wouldn't play like any good videos or trailers. It was just it was a crap for a while.
Yep.
Then Google bought them, and then everything was fine.
Yeah. Google even.
And it was just like
Google.
and then Google bought them, and all was good. Because remember Google Video?
I don't remember.
It was
Google
terrible.
Video. Was it?
Yeah, it was just like, oh, why don't you just buy YouTube? It was like, okay.
Okay, let's just buy YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ridiculous. And Yahoo has
funny.
videos, but of course Yahoo's already been
Yahoo's
sold.
just so done.
It's been done for
What
a while.
about AOL?
They bought Huffington Post too, so they try to keep.
Yahoo bought Huffington Post, or Google bought Huffington Post?
Yahoo bought Huffington Post.
I didn't know they were still relevant.
I think they bought them for like $1 billion.
Holy cow!
I know. It's like, I didn't know you had that money.
I didn't know they had that money. I didn't know they were still relevant.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. This is when I was in college. It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, this is when they first did it, and it was like, oh,
That makes okay. Huffington Yahoo is Hamburger Helper.
Yeah, Yahoo.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Hamburger Helper dropped a really awesome rap album a month ago.
Yes.
And it's actually really good. And so they like commissioned these 5 different hip hop artists in Minneapolis and just told them to like make a rap about Hamburger Helper. They didn't tell him what to write or what to say in there or anything. Just told him make a rap about him. And
it's trending.
It's so good. Like each one of them did different, each had their own style, and it was awesome. I loved it. And so I thought that was fun because like Hamburger Helper, first of all, where do you get the money for that? They are unknown, and then also like now they're relevant again. Yeah. I thought it was funny. So if you guys get a chance, it's called Watch the Stove. It's about 13 minutes, but it's awesome. It's so good. I was surprised. I love it.
Yeah. And yeah, but did we talk about Prince?
Well, I don't know if we have talked about Prince, but yeah, Prince died, you guys. Yeah. Last week. It was I'm very sad.
Yeah, it's really like, it was like shocking too.
It was shocking, yeah. Did you see?
But then like I learned a little bit more about it, and it was like he was battling with the flu. Mm-hmm. He did a concert pretty much the night before he died where he sang Purple Rain, and of course he was still fighting the flu, and just like, you're sick.
Yeah.
Some people will just have to, like, he was probably trying to fight it that way by just like keep moving forward.
Yeah.
But
maybe his immune system just, wasn't up.
He was a small guy.
He was. He seemed like he was frail, and I don't know if he ate a lot. I don't imagine Prince eating a lot.
or at all.
Or at all. I just imagine Prince just being like
yeah, because he was like the in a way he was like the indie version of Michael Jackson. He's very indie, his own way, but he reinvented himself over and over again. A lot of great artists that are relevant today constantly reinvent themselves. You have to. You can't just be the same old parachute pants wearing multiple zippers in your jacket wearing.
Prince would never be caught dead wearing it.
No, he had his own style.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. Is that you have to keep reinventing yourself.
Well, then you gotta another scenario is like, he was a born again Jehovah's Witness. Mm-hmm. So as a Jehovah's Witness, they don't believe in like taking other people's like blood in like hospitals or whatever. That's like one of the bigger things, is like a lot of times they refuse a lot of hospital treatments.
Interesting. So yeah, maybe that's another reason why, is because I guess he did go to the hospital though. They had an emergency landing and they hospitalized him.
But apparently he was dead on arrival. Yeah. Like he was dead before he got to the hospital. He was flying home from a concert, and then they had to make an emergency landing and put him in a hospital. And then apparently it was like in an elevator when it happened.
I heard that it was in a studio.
Because he was in an elevator, and then like EMTs had to do try to resuscitate him from in the elevator, and they just couldn't do it.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to read the articles again, because I heard that they found him in a studio, and then I also read that it was in an elevator. So I don't know, but it's sad nonetheless.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It's very I love Prince. So R.I.P. Prince.
But of course, this is we've been bantering for a good half of our show, minutes, or a fake half of our show, or Monday half of the show, because the Monday's usually a short show. Mm-hmm. But we do have a bunch of new programming happening today and tomorrow on MCAT. So without further ado, here's a little tease of what you guys can check out on MCAT Channel 189, and when we come back, we'll have Noel with events.
Mm-hmm. We find that the more technologically proficient you are, the more we're going to like you. That being said, really to be a copywriter, you just have to be familiar with Word. And I'm not talking like Word 93. It should be a current. And you would ask, is there a script format that you like? And we'll give you a script format. That being said, sometimes I get somebody that comes in and they visualize past the word, and they'll present like a storyboard with illustrations.
There was a letter from Anne Frank's father, who actually had survived the Holocaust. And he said something like, I didn't pay much attention to politics before, and I wish I had. Because the fact of the matter is, whether that dies with him or not is going to be determined by a politics that is now highly contested, which means that everyone, as someone who has a stake in this place, ought to get involved.
So just to step back for a second and talk about Partnership Health Center. It's a community health center here in Missoula. There's about 15, 16, I should know the number, but community health centers in the state tend to be in larger towns. So Kalispell, Butte, Helena, the usual places you'd expect.
Hi guys, what's up? Happy Monday. I've got some events for today and tomorrow. But first off, we're going to start with Monday, as always. So, starting, let's see, hang on, Okay, so we've got a bunch of, what I've noticed from today's events as well as tomorrow's events is that we've got a bunch of fitness and health activities going on. So, as it is raining outside, you'll still be able to be inside and get fit and healthy. So starting at 10 a.m. at the Lifelong Learning Center today is Over 50 and Fit. So this is for individuals who are over 50 who may be overweight or deconditioned, as well as those who are active but would like more of a gentle approach. Over at the Missoula Public Library, starting at 11, is open hours in their makerspace. From 11 to 2:30, you can use the equipment if you want to, or work on a project of your choice. Over at Montgomery Distillery, they've got Moscow Monday starting at noon. $1 from each cocktail sold goes to the nonprofit of the area, in the area. Over at the base of the Warehouse Mall, they've got wordplay. It starts at 4. They do word games, poetic exploration, free writing, and expansion through sharing. Over at the Lifelong Learning Center, they've got a burn and firm Pilates class that starts at 4:30. A yoga mat is required, and yeah, that's over at the Lifelong Learning Center. Also at the Lifelong Learning Center, we've got a couple things going on over there. They have ULA that starts at 4:30, and then they've got gentle yoga, and that also starts at 4:30. At the Top Hat Lounge at 5 o'clock, they've got live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. They also have drink specials, a happy hour, and some trivia. Over at the Missoula Food Bank, they've got a discussion and orientation to where you can volunteer for the Missoula Food Bank. It's called Help End Hunger. It starts at 5 this evening. You learn more about advocacy and how you can fight hunger and be a volunteer for them. Over at the St. Paul Lutheran Church, as we heard last week from Clem and Samir, the Celebrate Islam dinner and discussion is at 5 o'clock this evening at the St. Paul Lutheran Church. It's $10. It's catered by the India Curry House. You can reserve your seat at salammazula@gmail.com. Yeah. And so it's just going to be a discussion on Islam week, which is starting today.
Yeah, and we had those guests on the other week.
We did.
I want to say thanks again to Samir Buttar and Clem Work, my former media law ethics professor.
Yeah.
From the journalism department. If you're interested, of course, they go to facebook.com/salammazula. And you can print out sheets that say, I am pro-Islam. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just say that you're welcome and you're open to the idea, and you're just totally cool with it. And especially the platform that it is kind of in Missoula now, it would be a long time before we get any kind of refugees here and whatnot. That's one of the misconceptions that are going on. It's not going to just happen.
No.
It's there's a bunch.
Oh my God, there's 30 of them. No, that's not going to happen.
It's a gradual process because they have to house them, and the people who are taking these refugees in are soft landing. And of course, this event that's happening at St. Paul Lutheran Church.
Yep.
At 5 p.m. today is where you can learn more information about it, because learning more is also how you can get power.
Yes. Education and knowledge is power. But they're having Islam Week and they're having these discussions to remove the stigma against refugees. They're not all here to, they're here to just better their lives and better themselves
and not die in their home country.
Yeah. And I think that if the roles were reversed, we would be very thankful to go somewhere else. But yeah, that's so that's at St. Paul Lutheran Church at 5 p.m. tonight. Yeah. Moving on with other events. Over at the Lifelong Learning Center, like I said, they've got a bunch of really active and fit activities going on today and tomorrow. So they've got Fit to Fight Next Steps. And so this is for those who are participating in the Fit to Fight program and want to continue with a healthy, active lifestyle outside of the program. Nice. Ula is playing at the Lifelong Learning Center again at 5:30. So if you missed any of the classes earlier today, you can go at 5:30 again.
Yep, after work.
Yeah.
Ula.
And then they've got this next class, which seems pretty awesome. It's called Tummies, Tushies, Thighs, and More at the Lifelong Learning Center, starting at 5:30.
Sounds good.
And so it's a full workout, and it's a burning, it's like bursts of cardio training. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's like quick, intense, short cardio training intervals. It's kind of crazy. But it'll be like a variety of equipment and techniques that will give you the results you want. Yeah! Okay. Oh, over at the Roxy Theater tonight is a free documentary. It starts at 6. They are screening He Named Me Malala.
Aww.
And this is about this woman who was... The Taliban tried to kill her for speaking out on behalf of girls' education. And she was a teenager, and so she emerged as a leading advocate for children's rights and the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that the Taliban shot her in the head, and she lived.
They shot her
In the head.
Wow.
Boom, she still stayed alive.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's clearly, meant for a higher purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Malala! Woo! So you guys can check that movie out at the Roxy Theater and find out more about her. Because I didn't know that it was this extreme. I've heard of her before, but she deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Peace Prize. You
gotta love that. I want a Peace Prize.
I want a Peace Prize. Okay, moving on. Over at the Missoula Public Library, we've got an internet searching class starting at 6. So if you know how to turn on a computer and know how to move the mouse, but don't know how to get on the internet, this class is for you.
I know Emmett would get a kick out of that. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Seth?
I think he would.
Yeah.
Does he not know how to use the internet?
No! I was like, just click on the icon right there. I was like, oh, where's the icon? I don't get it. Yes.
I would love to film Emmett in that class. Just like get Emmett in there and then just like stick a little camera.
Emmett learns how to do stuff.
Yeah, Emmett learns how to use the internet.
That would be an awesome segment.
Yeah, it
Watch
would.
Emmett. If you guys don't remember Emmett, he's the elderly punk rocker, formerly known as the what is that, punk rocker? Rabbit dog. Rabbit dog.
Rabbit Dog?
Yep.
Nice. I didn't know that was his name. But yeah, he's had his own show on MCAT for 20-something years. It ended, and now it's back. And I think he's very happy that it's back.
Yeah, he's definitely happy that it's
I'm
back.
happy for him, too. Yeah. Okay, moving on again. So, we've got a couple more events for Monday. We've got Eat Your Words with poems from scratch. It starts at the Missoula Public Library at 6:30. You can, obviously make poems from words. I don't know. So it'll be, let's see, it'll be poetry workshop with poet and cooking school instructor Emily Walter. Yeah, so it'll be listening to the poems that each student created tonight.
Eating words, no wonder I'm so fat.
I know. I was like, what's going on in this? Okay, and then you guys, one more dose of Ula. Frenchtown Elementary School, 6:30. There's Ula from Frenchtown to Missoula. That was awesome. Okay, so that's at 6:30 at Frenchtown Elementary School. Yeah, but we're changing gears. We're going over to Seth's segment.
Marsha. That's a classic, iconic line. The quintessential quote of this series from our guest, Eve Elaine Plum, known to the world as Eve Plum, also known as Jan Brady from the sitcom The Brady Bunch. Eve Plum is an American actress and a painter, and she's best known playing the middle daughter, as I said, Jan Brady from the sitcom The Brady Bunch. Now, Plum got her start in acting as a child. In 1966, she did a series of television commercials like the Burger Bun commercial, for one. And at that time, as a little girl, she appeared in westerns, The Virginian, The Big Valley. She appeared in Lassie. She also appeared on a spy show called It Takes a Thief with Robert Wagner as a little girl. So that just kind of gives you an idea. And then from 1969 to 1974, she hit her stride playing Jan Brady on The Brady Bunch all those years. And those storylines had to do with the embarrassment of not having a boyfriend, afraid of her appearance, and having to wear glasses. But of course, with her jealousy with her sister, that's where that line Marsha came from. And of course, They just had a Snickers commercial recently where they brought that back to life, where Marcia was upset and she had a piece of candy. She turned back to Marcia, and then one of the other sisters, which was Jan, she was like this big guy, and he goes, Marcia, 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 and she turns back to Jan. So you have to see the commercial. But anyway, let's go back in time and have fun and watch young Eve in action.
Hi. I live around the corner. My name is, let me guess. Guess how? I sort of know everyone in the class by their voice. Say some more.
Terminally ill patient.
What? Anything. Okay, I'll tell you about my doll, Mrs. Beasley.
Buffy right here.
Buffy Davis. Hi. I thought
Buffy
it might
has
be
a friend, a little doll named Mrs. Beasley, so so Eve's character and Buffy become friends before she gets to the point where she's too sick and can't have company anymore. And I saw this particular episode. It was really sad.
It sounds sad.
Yeah, but that gives you an idea of Plum's acting. She can do westerns, commercials, sad parts, and even goofy parts like the Brady Bunch. But she's also known for her painting skills. Her painting has been on display throughout the U.S., so people, your audience can check that out. And finally, she returned in 1981 to the TV movie of the Brady Bunch called The Brady Girls Gets Married, and then that led to The Brady Brides, which was a short little sitcom, really short. And of course, she also appeared with her TV sister Maureen McCormick, known to the world as Marcia Brady. So that just gives you an idea. And of course, she's 57 now, and she's just doing her thing with her husband. And she's had a fun career as a child, obviously. So
Nice.
I'll quit right there.
Nice. Thanks, Asaph.
Sure.
That was Musical Notes with Asaph at 9. Yeah. Okay, up next, we've got some Tuesday events. So this is what's going on in your community tomorrow. Like I said, there's still lots more of exercise and fitness stuff. So it's kind of good since it's going to be raining, and if you're going to want to be outside, you can't. So you'll be inside. Okay, so up first, over at Alpine Physical Therapy, we've got strength and conditioning with Coraline. It starts at 7. This is improving balance, posture, and functional movements, as well as aligning your core and strengthening your core. So you can call, 549-8765 for more information and to register. Also at Alpine Physical Therapy, they've got beginning intermediate Pilates reformer that starts at 8 a.m. Tomorrow, obviously. And
for people who want to kick Pilates.
Yeah, get kicking with Pilates.
Oh, I thought it means quit.
No, Pilates reformer. So Pilates is like
I thought reform from Pilates.
Oh no, it's like I don't know.
They got to change the wording on that.
They really do. Yeah, I don't know about that. But it's Pilates is like kind of intense yoga, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also Alpine Physical Therapy, 8 a.m. You can call 549-8765 to register for more information. Gentle Yoga is at the Lifelong Learning Center at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yoga mat is required, and it looks like this will be a relaxing yoga class. Over at Currents Aquatic Center, they've got a winter walking tours and coffee meets. They're going to be hiking around Marshall Canyon. They'll meet at Currents Aquatic Center at 9, and then I'll go over to Marshall Canyon and hike around. If there's snow, they'll use snowshoes. Snowshoes will be provided, but I don't think there will be any.
Oh.
And so it's only $5. In the Southgate Mall, Missoula County Public Schools, high schools have an art show. It starts at 10 a.m. It'll go until May 15th.
Wow.
Yeah. Lifelong Learning Center's got a Chinese exercise program called Qigong. It starts at 10:30. So it increases longevity while giving one a strong sense of well-being and relaxing. So it's like Tai Chi, I think. Yeah. So you can call 549-8765, as always. Yeah. Face painting is at 11 at the Children's Museum of Missoula until 11:30. And then over at the university in the USC Ballroom in the University Center, starting at 11:30, they've got a State of the Young Child Luncheon. And so what it is community leaders, early childhood professionals, and the general public are invited to learn about current issues impacting early childhood in Missoula, as well as creative approaches taken to address those issues. So it's going to have like an introduction, and Mayor Engen is going to be speaking. They'll be having lots of other different speakers as well, and I think some food, but I'm not quite sure about that one. Obviously, I mean, it is a luncheon, so I think so. But registration is $20. Go to healthystartmissoula.org to register. And again, this is tomorrow at 11:30 in the University Center Ballroom. We've got a couple fitness classes. As I said, there's lots going on. Bar Fitness is going to be at the Lifelong Learning Center at noon. This is an non-impact workout that focuses on body alignment and core stability using controlled movements. A yoga mat is required. We have Yoga Warriors at the Learning Center at Red Willow starting at 4 p.m. This is a yoga program designed for veterans and their families to help with PTSD, anxiety, and sleeping problems. Lifelong Learning Center's got cardio and strength Tabata class that starts at 4:30. And then we've got we have ULA at the Lifelong Learning Center at 4:30, Pilates at the Lifelong Learning Center at 4:30, Gentle Yoga there at 4:30, and then we also have yoga at Paxton Elementary School at 4:30. So lots of yoga. If you can't get into one class, you'll find another one. And then over at Fort Missoula, Fall in the Parks has started. Every spring and summer, they set up different fall courses throughout Missoula, and then you can go and, choose which one you want to do and play some fall. So that started. They're doing it at Fort Missoula at 5 p.m. until 7 tomorrow. You can go to www.cimissoula.mt.us and just type in Fall Ultimate, and you'll find out the full list of schedule and where they're going and meeting places. Yeah. Over at the Good Food Store, they have got a cooking class. It's only for $10. They're going to be making curried lentil burgers with lemony yogurt spread. Oh man, that sounds great. Okay, over the Missoula Butterfly House, they've got Bugs and Brews at the Missoula Insectarium. This starts at 6:30. So after hours, after all the kids have gone away, they invite a speaker who is in the bug world to present on something, and then you drink beer and you listen. So tomorrow night's speaker was going to be Charmin Apt Russell, who's an award-winning nature and science writer, and then she's going to talk about a book that was just written called Chasing Tiger Beetles and Other New Ways of Engaging the World. And so she did a year-long study of a western red-bellied tiger beetle. So she'll be talking about that, reading from her book, and you can drink some beer. Sounds great. It's only $5. Over at the University of Montana in the UC Theater, they've got a documentary screening and discussion. It's called The Fire Next Time. It followed a deeply divided group of Montana citizens caught in a web of conflicts intensified by rapid growth and power of talk radio. Sounds interesting. And then we have a last event in the open space at the University of Montana's Part TV building is Dance New Works. That'll be a new choreography from the University of Montana dance students, and that's at 7:30. Yeah, check out MissoulaEvents.net, the University of Montana website, the Missoulian, and in the Independent for more events going on in your community.
Yes, indeed. But of course, the event that always happens every Saturday at MCAT is our Saturday drop-ins, and we have a very special video we want to show you guys for our Saturday stop animation Saturdays.
It's hard to say.
Video. Yeah. Well, if you said it already, why say it again? But I'm just going to repeat it over and over again. So Saturdays stop animation drop-ins every Saturday from 1 to 5. Kids aged 9 to 13 get to come in and experience all sorts of wonderful things with stop animation. And of course, sometimes we get a chance to do some live action stuff as well. But without further ado, I want to show you guys a little taste of what happened last Saturday at our stop animation drop-in. do some live action. Right, Kitty?
No.
Bro, can you give me some water?
Dude, just go get it yourself. It's your water.
But you're closer.
Can't you just get up and go get it?
But I need to refuel.
Dude, you just sit around and do nothing. Dude, just get your own thing this time. Alright. There's no cups.
Look in the pantry.
Dude, have you been putting these chairs here?
What?
No, never mind. Dude. Why are you putting all these chairs there?
Oh my gosh,
Here's your water. Well,
Thank you.
no, dude, the chairs.
What chairs?
Come on, let me show you.
What?
What the
Wow. There's nothing there. Thanks for wasting my time.
What are all these chairs doing here?
All right.
That was so scary.
That was a nice,
Nice.
wake-up call for
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was.
Monday morning, because it isn't smoking that kills, it is sitting.
It's chairs. Yeah, it is. Sitting. You should be active and smoke.
Yep. But yeah, a nice little stop animation interlude, but of course we always have some live action
Yeah.
stuff. So the kids always have a great time, have a blast, hang out, do
We have
some
fun
movies.
too. Yeah. We have a couple more weekends left. So it's every Saturday here at MCAT from 1 to 5. It's only $10. Or if you just want to do a 1 to 3 or a 3 to 5, it's only $5. 500 North Aiken.
Yep. Of course, if you want to find more information about our morning show, which is called Wake Up Missoula, you can log on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/Wake Up Missoula. So nice, we made you write it out twice. You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter. You can at MCAT TV.
And the
Missoula.
face.
And then we're also on Facebook. And you can check us out on mcat.org.
Yep, where you can find out more information, like when your summer camps are, where you can download the PDF for our summer camps as well, because we still have some spots available. Our stop animation camp week is filling up, so better jump on that quickly.
Yep.
We have our zombie workshop, and finally, we're always looking for people to join our Wilderness Raptors of the Rocky documentary filming type stuff.
Yep.
But of course, I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. Thanks, Noelle.
Thanks, God. Thanks, Asa.
My pleasure.
Thanks, you guys, for joining us and joining us every morning, 3 days a week.
And thank me for being your host.
Thanks, Scott. Okay, I don't know.
I need to chill out. Come on.
All right, thanks, everyone. For Wake Up Missoula, my name is Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramp.
Here's Asaph Adonai.